Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video. If you feel like you are in somewhat of a rut in your homeschool history program and you don't want to toss it all out, you just want to find something to help give it a boost and inject a little bit of variety and joy, stick around for this video because I have something that I think might help you, as well as a quick update on how our homeschool history is going this year. Okay, so as I said in the intro, I'm going to share with you a very brief update on our homeschool history program. We are using Uncle Sam and You from the Notgrass company. This is something that I have been really looking forward to because I personally love studying civics and government and that sort of thing. I just always found it very interesting. I just want to give a few little comments about the Notgrass course that we are using. Now this is intended for grades 5 to 8 and I'm using it with a 4th grader, and my kindergartner tagged along at the beginning, but really she doesn't tag along anymore now at this point. I do have things for her if she does decide to join us, but she pretty much isn't opting to do that. So I've actually decided not to do a ton of activities in this book. The very first comment that I will make to you, having done, we I think are 2 lessons shy of finishing book 1, and there's 2 books that are this thick, so you see they're really big books. There are 2 books plus some other resources. I've done other videos on this program. I'll leave those down below if you'd like to see the pieces, parts that come with it and all of that. But I sat down and did some planning. I actually printed off the lesson activity checklist here, and it lists out all the different things that you could do with each lesson, and I crossed off a bunch of things and added some things, and then I kind of made it a little neater for myself and created this schedule for the entire first semester. So that's why I am doing kind of a little bit of an update here on this particular course, because this is the course I put the most planning at the front of the school year. This is the course that I planned out, day by day, what are we going to do? Because I was doing it with a child who was a little below the intended grade level, I wanted to make sure that I knew exactly what I was going to do, so I didn't get in the middle of the course and feel overwhelmed, and feeling like I had to make a bunch of adjustments and all that sort of stuff. I wanted to kind of do that on the front, and I am so glad I did. This little system has worked out beautifully, you guys, and I will leave a link to the video down below where I detailed exactly how I made up this schedule for using this course with a student who was a little bit under the intended age range. So please check that out after this video if you would like to see that. But that's the first thing that I wanted to share with you, is that there is a ton here, you guys. I think this course, if you want to use every little thing that Notgrass provides for you, this would be a beautiful course to spread out over 2 years. There are so many pieces of this course that we are not even getting into because I'm using it again for a younger student and I want to get it done in 1 year. And so it is intended for 1 year, but honestly, just my personal opinion, I don't think this course would be good for a 5th or 6th grader in a 1-year setting unless you cut things out. I think expecting a 5th grader to do everything in here would be too much, or a 6th grader. And really a 7th or 8th grader who is a struggling reader or writer, I feel like might have trouble doing this all in 1 year as well. Now, Notgrass says right at the beginning of the course, they do say pick and choose the things that resonate with you as a homeschool mom as a quality assignment, or things that you would like your child to do. Obviously we know we can do that, but I do feel that most of us, or I shouldn't say most, some of us look at a curriculum and we see all these assignments and we feel like we need to do them. And so I just kind of want to put that out there at the beginning of this little mini review, that I really feel like there is enough here to spread this out over 2 years if you're going to do all they have. We have not gotten to the holiday section in the back of the book. All of those lessons about how our holidays originated, all of the different hands-on activities to do for the holidays, we just haven't done because we found enough in the front part of the course that fills up our days. So we have not gotten to the holidays, the holiday lessons. One thing I will say in the way of kind of a review or evaluation of the material, we are using the workbook, and one little comment I would make about that in way of evaluation is that I feel that sometimes, and maybe even I would say half of the lessons I have felt this way, that the workbook asks the student to pull out some rather obscure information. I haven't felt that the workbook has always been a good kind of review or helping the student pull out the important information from the lesson. Sometimes I feel like it's just been a little more like focused on details of history, and I'm more interested at this stage of getting an overall kind of understanding of how things have gone and how things went and things like that. And I feel that the workbook hasn't necessarily been a help to me in that way. So that's one little review comment I will make. The other thing I will say is that I was really surprised as we got deeper into this course that the writing style that I so loved from Our Star Spangled Story does come up more than I initially expected. At the beginning of the year when I was looking through this, I noted in one of my earlier videos that I'll link down in the description for you, that I was afraid this was going to be a little less story-like, a little less narrative in its form, and it is. It's not nearly as much like that as Our Star Spangled Story is, but it does pop up more than I was expecting. It isn't just a facts and figures kind of book. It does give more of a conversational feel to the readings, and so I'm very pleasantly surprised that it has been the case with this course, because I was not expecting that. So those are just a few things I wanted to share with you. That by no means is this considered like a full review. I will probably do something like that at the end of the year, both here and on the blog, but I just wanted to give kind of a midway little update before I share this next part with you, because I really put a lot of planning time into this course, and I didn't do that with any of the other courses that we were using. So I wanted to at least come back and let you know how those plans have worked, and I'm so glad I put that effort in, you guys. I'm so glad, because there's so much here. I think I would have felt like I was a little overwhelmed if I would have just sat down and opened the books. All right, now part 2 of this video now, helping out all of you mamas who are maybe feeling in a bit of a rut with your homeschool history, or maybe you're feeling like you just need to give it a boost and bring a little more interest into your daily lessons to get those kids re-engaged in learning history. I think I have some help for you. And also, if you're a teacher, in a classroom setting that's looking to bring some fun history ideas into your classroom, or maybe a parent who's got a history buff at home and you want to have something available that your child can go to on the weekends or after school and just really feed that interest in history, you should pay attention to this too, because you might find this to be helpful as well. So I want to just say before, I'm looking at my notes here, I want to just say before we show the clip of me walking you through this website, I don't really look to this as something that would necessarily replace your curriculum. I know a lot of you have spent money and you want to use the curriculum that you have for history, and I'm not really advocating that. This is more just something to come alongside and bring in some joy to your days, some new things that are just, not normally there, and your kids say, oh, what's that book, or oh, what's that game, or whatever, and they're like, re-engaged in their history lessons. So this isn't, not necessarily something to replace your homeschool curriculum, but just to kind of help you out a little bit. Here we are over at the homeschoolhistory.com website. I'm just going to show you how I do a search to find resources for my elementary students. So you see in the age range, I already have elementary selected, and I'm going to start off looking for games, because in January, when I'm recording this, that's what we need. And I'm just going to look for games of all ages, I think, here, and see what pops up. Or maybe I'll go ahead and just select elementary, because that'll show you things that are just geared for my kids. I'm going to show you just one example of a game. I'll scroll through here and show you the results. You see it gives you board games, online games, all sorts of different things that you can play with your kids. I love that they included some board games in there because that's good birthday gift and Christmas gift ideas for me. But I'm going to show you this game here because my son loves geography, and I'll highlight this little note to parents. It tells you how they select the different resources that they put on the site here, and it just gives me peace of mind knowing that Notgrass has vetted things and looked over things, but always a good reminder to be present whenever you have your kiddos on the internet. This site here is just amazing. I couldn't believe I hadn't heard about this site before, you guys. This is chock full of so much stuff. It's a great geography site, and that's what I love about homeschool history. It's connecting me to just all the best resources out there. So I really am glad to have found this because my son loves playing geography games. So this is just one example. There are lots of other things you could do on this site, but just one of many examples. I'll just play here for a little bit to show you how simple the game is and let you kind of decide for yourself if this is a site maybe you would like to check out as well. Now, one thing I will mention while I'm showing this demo of the game, down below in the description is a link to sign up for Homeschool History. Now, there is a trial period at 60 days that you can sign up and try it out, no cost to you. You don't even have to enter a credit card. But then if you decide after that trial period to go ahead and sign up, at the end of this video, I will give you the pricing so you know what that will cost you. So back here on the Homeschool History website, I'm going to show you another example of things you can find here. I'm going to just show you real quick some curriculum supplements. That section there, I wasn't sure what that was, so I'm just going to show you what it is. It's basically all of the Notgrass courses that apply to the age range that you selected. So since I have elementary selected, they only have 2 courses right now. They are creating a world geography for elementary, which I'm super bummed I won't be able to use with my son because he'll be out of it before it's released. But those resources are there for you too. So if you're wondering what Notgrass courses are available, if you're coming over to the Homeschool History website from a different curriculum, you're just wanting to add this in as a supplement to a different curriculum, you can see what courses Notgrass has available as well. I typed in videos just to show you. They have so many different things that you can watch, and they send you all to different sites. Some are Prime videos, some are Netflix videos, some are just embedded website or YouTube videos. So there's really a mix of resources here. And the one thing that I really like about that is because I already have subscriptions to Netflix and Prime, it's really helping me make the most out of that subscription for educational purposes. We mostly use it for entertainment, but I was thrilled to see that I could also use it for schooling as well. That's something I really haven't tapped into. So this is going to really help me get a better value out of those subscriptions. You can also type in a keyword based on a topic that you're studying. For example, we are studying presidents right now. We are doing a civic study in history, and it'll bring up all different resources. And again, you can select the age range you're hoping to study. So really is just, there's no end of topics you can search for. Now let's talk about cost, because I know that's something that you are wondering. We all have homeschool budgets and things like that. So for 3 months, it's $9. I think that would fit in most families' budgets. For 3 months access to this website, $9. For 12 months, it's $24. And for 36 months, 3 years of access, $36. $1 a month to have access to this, just to have something in your back pocket that you can go to if history isn't going so well, or or if you have a history buff in your house and you need to find some extra things to satisfy his or her appetite. $1 per month for a 3-year subscription. So that is just amazing, especially when you consider all that's there. One more thing I wanted to share with you is that there is a free trial. a 60-day free trial, which is an incredibly generous free trial. Typically you get a 7 or 14-day trial of something, right? They're going to give you a 60-day trial of this website. So I wanted to share it with you now that I've used it more in our home, and now that I kind of understand it a little bit better and how, you know, you could use it for multiple different things. There will be a link in the description where you can sign up if you found this review helpful. I would love for you to use that link. It is a referral link, but it doesn't increase the price to you at all. It's still that amazing $1 per month subscription if you get the 3-year plan. So it really is a tremendous value. Clearly they're doing it to bless homeschoolers, because that cost for what they're offering to you is so amazing and affordable. Please use the link in the description box if you want to try it out. Use that free trial, see if it works for you, and then come back here and let me know what your problems with homeschool history are, and maybe how this website, homeschoolhistory.com, has helped you out. I'd love to hear that. Take care, everyone. I'll catch you in the next video.